2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Los Angeles. It's time for the NBA. Live on 2K Sports. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. And a couple of injuries among their reserves. I expect their starters guys will be ready to do whatever's needed.
Two players injured, one of their stars out, something they'll have to dig deep to overcome.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. And for Los Angeles, they've got Ivica Zubac. Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then there's Batum, and it's Leonard in at the small forward position. Doncic kicks to Kleba. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Drops in the tray. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. And here's George for 3. They get it again. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Now, here's Kleba. Out to Doncic. Richardson gets a wide open look. Back to Doncic. Richardson finds Doncic. And a miss there on the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Batum. Here's Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. And another shot. Outside, George. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Well, it was only a matter of time that they finally get the bucket.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Doncic passes to Richardson. Dallas, no good that time either. The Clippers have gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That's his first foul. Patterson, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. The Mavericks also with a sub. Hardaway's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Jackson down low. Guarded by Doncic. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. Paul George with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's Leonard. It's rebounded by Dallas. Stolen by Zubac. George. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Doncic uses the glass to finish the layup.
You've got to remember that Luka Doncic is so much more than a shooter. He's got every shot in his arsenal, even amongst the trees in there.
On the wing, Jackson. Back to George. Clock at 6. Inside. From deep. He doesn't hit that one. Mavericks trail by 5. Richardson, good. A minute 20 left in the first quarter of the game. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position. Not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Jackson against Doncic. 43 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Porzingis has got 5.
You know, there's an unselfishness to Luka Doncic, and a pretty pass right there.
George against Richardson. George passes to Zubac. Now here's Jackson. T right on him. Zubac kicks to Jackson. It's rebounded by Doncic.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Zubac finds Leonard. No good on the 3. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Clippers. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Luke Kennard out there with Morris. Then there's Patrick Patterson, and it's Rajon Rondo, and it's Mann in at the shooting guard. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Rondo kicks to Kennard. Out to Morris. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Here's Mann. Powell pulls it in.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Morris with the ball, and the shot goes in.
And Rondo, he's fantastic at staying strong through the contact.
Mavericks trail by 3. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Powell, no one around him, and that one goes long. Clippers shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Patterson down low. Brunson covering. A shot by Rondo is no good. And so it's Dallas with it. Here's Powell. Pass to Finney-Smith. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Kennard up top. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Count it. Now it's a 5-point Clipper lead.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Brunson against Kennard. From 6 feet. Brunson the pass to Cauley-Stein. And the layup is good.
Nice work inside by Cauley-Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Rondo scanning the floor. He feeds it to Patterson. Cauley-Stein with the defensive effort.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Finney-Smith kicks to Cauley-Stein. Here's Finney-Smith. Kennard covering. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and, Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year. More efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls. And I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Cauley-Stein. Hardaway comes in for J.J. Redick. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
Three young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. And here they come. A pass to Porzingis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, go get it, big fella. Porzingis with the skyscraper.
George up top. Richardson cover. Outside for Rondo. Passes it to Zubac. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Los Angeles making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Mavericks have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Doncic against Jackson. Out to Porzingis. Launches it. The rebound by Paul George.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
There's the pass to Zubac. Outside for George. Upside, Batum. 4 on the clock. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. It's deflected, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Stolen by Jackson.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
It's his first trip to the line.
To think that at one point, after that horrific leg injury, Paul George, there was some doubt whether he could regain the level of play we're accustomed to. But this guy gets better and better.
Richardson finds Doncic. Shoots the 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got 6 rebounds in the game. Nobody near Leonard. Off target with his 3. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed. And Kenny, like Kawhi Leonard, Paul George doesn't show a whole lot of emotion. He lets the production speak for itself.
Maybe that's why George has handpicked Kawhi.
And that'll about do it. As
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been quite a game for Porzingis.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Gleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3.
Well, speed, intelligence, touch. Kawhi Leonard has it all.
Here's Doncic. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by George. George has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And George with the stuff.
Well, you love the tenacity. Paul George cannot be contained when he gets near the 10.
Doncic outside. From downtown. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Porzingis against George. Pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
And really, this is the time to push it. Try to extend that lead.
You know, they can make things much easier on themselves in the fourth if they just have a few more possessions like that.
Richardson against George. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Richardson.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
George against Richardson. Zubac outside for George. Back to Zubac, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. J.J. Redick's checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for the Mavericks. And here's Redick. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Brunson. Got a piece of it.
Well, persistent defense on the part of Patrick Patterson. This guy anticipates the shot and says, no, sir.
And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Here's Brunson. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Rondo with it. Out defended by Cauley-Stein. Kennard on the wing. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. Clippers leading by 8. 1:58 left in the third. Rondo drives in, and the rejection by Cauley-Stein. To the paint, and Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Cauley-Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Here's Mann, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Rondo dishes to Patterson, and it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Patterson's got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers. Here's Brunson. 1:14 left to play in the third. He kicks it to Hardaway. The Mavericks rebound. That shot no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Here's Mann, covered by Redick. He lobs it up, and it's Patterson finishing it off.
Well, he soars to the rim to finish off that alley-oop. Patterson playing way above the cylinder.
Redick passes to Brunson. Back to Redick. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Buries the long-range jumper. Redick's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Kicks it to Rondo. Patterson against Cauley-Stein. Patterson down low. 6 points for him. Clock is at 3. And they'll turn it over. Did not get off his shot. 24-second violation. Here's Brunson. The tray kept alive. Here's Bogdanovic, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
He's perfect from the line this time. George with the ball. That shot off, and we've watched 3 so far in this one. Clippers lead by 5. We'll take a quick break, then get you back. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Jackson in a point.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Richardson, no luck. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They've led by as much as 10. And it's George finishing it off.
I'll tell you, there's little you can do to stop Paul George when he's got his game going. He has the lane to the rim, and you know he's going to finish.
Doncic with it. George picks him up. It's Richardson on the wing. Pulls up. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 9 rebounds now tonight.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Leonard inside. Back to Batum. Shot clock at 6. Leonard looking around. It's rebounded by Doncic.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ballgame.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Richardson against George. Outside for Batum. On the wing, George. No good. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Richardson with it. George picks him up. Richardson the pass to Kleba. Shoots over Batum. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Now George. Down low. It's deflected. Here's Zubac. Outside for George. Fires for 3. And the Clippers miss again.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And Jackson gets it to go.
I'll tell you, one thing Jackson has never lacked: confidence. I mean, when he gets a look, Reggie always believes his next shot will be his best one.
Here's Finney-Smith. He's covered by Leonard. Finney-Smith kicks to Richardson. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, one thing we know, Porzingis is fearless. He had no hesitation on what was a huge basket for them.
Jackson drives in, lays it up off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 5.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup, nicely done.
Inside, Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, he throws it down with such ease. That rim might as well be 8 feet off the ground.
George with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game to tie it up. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And George with the stuff.
That's what you expect from your leader. Paul George stays calm and doesn't get overwhelmed by the moment.
Doncic outside. He had a nice open look right there.
Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
George against Richardson. On the line. Off the left rim and out. Dallas has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Batum scanning the floor. Leonard finds Batum. On the wing, George. Richardson covered. It drops.
Paul George loves delivering when the game is on the line at his absolute best.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Oh, you love the aggressiveness and the swagger that Porzingis has to take that shot. Such a clutch play from the Latvian.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Jackson passes to Zubac. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
The free throw drops for Zubac.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
Richardson the pass to Hardaway. From outside the arc. That one doesn't drop. So the Clippers with the win. It was a thing. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up.
Welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And here were the Clippers arriving earlier, getting mental. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Batum. And it's Zubac in at the 5 down low. And for Denver, Jokic is out there with Bol. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Murray. And it's Millsap in at the 3. Shoots from the elbow. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
And he makes that one.
And this is one of George's main strengths, a phenomenal mid-range scorer.
Murray against Jackson. Here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season, came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Murray. Jokic passes to Murray. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body, and I think we will see that in time.
Here's Jokic, and he uses the glass on the layup. Jokic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Only one miss in the first 5 attempts, clearly feeling it.
Porter against George. Pass to Leonard. George trying to break free. The offensive rebound outside for Jackson. Goes back up, and George, here we go. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Solid poise from PG, Paul George. Excellent at converting despite getting hit on the drive.
On the wing, Porter connects from three-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Outside Jackson. Zubac trying to break loose. Jackson gets the bucket.
And with the defender draped all over him, Jackson has that strength to fight through the contact.
Murray against Jackson from 12 feet out. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard. George looking over the floor. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
The Nuggets leading by 5. Porter finds Millsap. And again, it's Denver.
Millsap, this time with the catch and fire, showing off his versatility.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. George against Porter. The shot by George, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And, you know, when Porter Jr. is healthy, I mean, he's got a lot of game. This guy is versatile. He's got good size. He's a multi-dimensional talent.
And, guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid. He's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure.
And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Rondo.
You know, Rondo's highest priority is to get his teammates open shots every trip. I mean, that's what makes him go and endears him to his teammates.
There's 25 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Porter. It's stolen by Morris. Rondo dishes to Morris. Kennard up top. Here's Patterson. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And so it's the Denver Nuggets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. What a defensive effort they put. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it takes.
You know, this game, you know, it's.
Greg, you know this. It takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And the Nuggets guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
They've got JaVale McGee, Aaron Gordon out there with Will Barton. It's Najee in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Kennard up top, defended by Gordon, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Here's Najee. Passes it to Dozier. 5 to shoot. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, you know, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Here's Mann. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Good. The Nuggets leading by 7. Barton surveying the floor. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Barton doesn't back up now. He really takes on challenges. Even when you rough up Barton, he's going to fight through contact and make it hard for you.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Outside, George. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Pass to Zubac. Barton with the rebound. Nuggets have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Here's Bull, and the dunk by Bull.
Leaving folks open around Barton is a no-no. He'll torch you whenever you do that.
Clippers trail by 12. Now here's Jackson. Leonard on the wing. To the inside. Here's Zubac. The shot comes out. Denver leading by 12. And Jokic throws it down hard.
Nice to see Jokic running the floor like this because he makes himself a big target in transition.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Here's Leonard, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
So hard to guard, really, without fouling. Leonard is an expert at forcing the issue and getting the call.
Michael Porter, he's checked in for Will Barton.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And the pass to Bull. Back to Murray. And the layup's good off the glass. Murray's got the lead up to 14 now for the Nuggets.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
For Denver, they've gone a superb 7 of 7 from the field here in the second. Good on the shot. Porter's got 7 points.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And George, here we go. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Jokic.
And I think George is clearly one of the most difficult covers in the league. When he's taking it strong to the basket, the defense sometimes has no choice but to foul.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Murray, the pass to Porter. Trying to find Jokic, gets it to him. Count that bucket. Jokic has got 4 this quarter.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Porter with the steal. Here's Bull. Jokic, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You can't afford to lose sight of Jokic, not even for a second. This guy's always a threat to hurt you on the offensive board.
And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. Some incredible work in this one by Nikola Jokic. He had 12 points, and that.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Paul George. Batum's out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Jackson in at the point guard. The kick out to Barton. Over to the left wing. Pocket 4. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And it's Gordon missing. Clippers trail by 17. Batum with the ball. Now guarded by Barton. Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
You know, Batum is not just a scorer. He's a really good all-around player. Very effective at finding the open man, too.
Gordon against Zubac. Gordon kicks to Dozier. They get it back. McGee, the pass to Najee. For 3, Gordon. That one's not going to go. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way.
Starting slow in this half, 0 for 3 so far.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
Back to Barton. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Lets it go from deep.
And just a big-time shot-blocking threat. Leonard's instincts on defense are just mind-boggling. Knows when to go after the blocks.
And the slam dunk by McGee.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's George. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. George has got 6 points.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Pass to Gordon. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
You know, he looks a little off kilter to me this quarter. Still trying to find his rhythm.
Leonard, no luck. The Nuggets leading by 15. And it's Gordon. That time on the assist by Barton. Barton's got 3 assists in the game. And here's George. 6 points for him. Outside Leonard. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
You know, I still think Rondo is a great role player in the league. He knows he's out there to distribute the ball and provide leadership on the floor, and he does both really well.
And so he makes both from the line. 1:10 left in the third quarter of the game. Now Murray. He has 6. And it goes down 2 points. Murray's got 8 points.
And the confidence oozing from Murray. Just so efficient from the interior.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Clippers. 19-point game. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night. To the middle. Here's Porter. Oh!
My goodness.
And at 7'2", Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Rondo dishes to Patterson. Outside for Rondo. Los Angeles with another miss. The Nuggets leading by 21. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Millsap against Morris. Fires from deep. And with the rebound. Rondo drives in. Off target at the rim. And so it's Denver with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Jermichael Green is out there with Paul Millsap. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Clippers trail by 21. Kicks it out to Leonard. Buries it from three-point range.
How about Kawhi Leonard knocking down the three ball? Didn't have that shot when he got into the league. Love seeing how he's improved as a shooter with the outside jumper.
Pass to Green. To the left wing. Campazzo. He's covered by Rondo. The Clippers shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Out to Morris. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. All sorts of time. Offensive rebound.
And that's the activity on the offensive glass they like to see out of Kawhi. When he's in full hustle mode, they're a much stronger team.
Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. Murray kicks to Green. Outside for Millsap. Just 4 to shoot. Green inside. Kennard covering. And here's Millsap from the arc. And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Patterson. Batum comes in for Morris. Paul George, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Jackson in for Rajon Rondo. Jokic, no good. Clippers trail by 16. Ahead, the finish, and the dunk by Zubac.
Yes, and how about the unselfishness? Paul George has no problem sharing the ball.
Murray surveying the D. He kicks the ball. Outside Millsap. Denver passing it around. Jackson against Murray. Back to Millsap. Fires the three. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And the Nuggets lead by 17.
And, you know, Millsap is a decent threat from outside the arc, a credit to his hard work. You got to at least get a hand in his face from out there now.
Jackson against Murray. Leonard attacking. Pass to Zubac. Outside for Batum. Over Millsap. At the tip. It's good on the putback.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
Here's Murray. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Clippers trail by 17. Millsap with the steal. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Jokic with it. Murray left side. 6 to shoot. Bull the pass to Jokic. And here's Millsap from the arc. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Nuggets.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Michael Porter.
Tell you what, this guy worked his behind off on both ends of the floor. He was really an intimidating presence out there.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul. So both teams changing it up here. Here's Mann. And it's in there.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Green dishes to Porter. Back to Green. And there's the pass to Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, Green. And again, Denver, no good. And here we go with Morris, running it up the court. Over to the left wing. Here's Mann. Lays it up and banks it in.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it for The sprawling metropolis of Dallas, Texas. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Cole is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Murray, and it's Nikola Jokic, and it's Porter in at the 2-guard position. And for Dallas, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. That one falls. Now this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Toughest thing to cover in the game, and Jamal Murray making it difficult on that play in the pick and roll.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Offensive rebound.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Murray outside. Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, good luck getting a shot over the 7-foot, 6-inch tall wingspan of Kristaps Porzingis.
Dallas shooting their first free throws of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And both free throws good for Porzingis.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Here's Murray. The shot misses. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Richardson the pass to Finney-Smith. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by Millsap. Nuggets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Got a piece of it. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Jokic.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate. And so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
Here's the Nuggets with the ball, trailing by 4. Hole with it. He's picked up by Doncic, and a wide-open look for Porter. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And you really want to step up and try to make Porter make a move right there. The 3-ball look easy.
Watching the line there, that'll be a backcourt violation. And the Mavericks with some changes. Powell, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
I swear Jokic is out there playing with the watch on because of the timing aspect of his game.
Powell for 3. Doncic controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And Hardaway comes to help. Barton kicks to Green. No good with the triple.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
It's a hand on it. Porzingis on the foul. Porzingis has got 6 points.
Tough to match up with the length of Porzingis, and when he's floating around there, sometimes those rebounds are going to come up, and he's just too big to not get some.
Now, here's Jokic. And he banks in the layup. Jokic has got his second basket.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad. Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Oh, why, thank you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
All about timing. Will Barton, great job of seeking that one out and throwing it away.
Millsap finds Green. Second chance shot. Outside for Millsap. Now the pass to Barton. Clock at 6. Millsap misses. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They trail by 1. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. And here's Doncic from the arc. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Barton wide open. He fires. A second chance effort. Millsap kicks to Green. 3-pointer. Barton. It's rebounded by Brunson. The wide open look here for Porzingis. And the 3 off target. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Nuggets, we've got Aaron Gordon. JaVale McGee is out there with Will Barton. And it's Dozier in at the 2. Denver with the ball after J.J. Redick's 3-pointer that didn't go. Gordon, the pass to Barton. Feeds to McGee. And he comes up with the deuce. McGee's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nuggets.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Redick for 3. No good on the shot. And Denver the other way now. Gordon against Cauley Stein. Gordon inside. Here's Najee. That one misses. Great D that time from Hardaway. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Brunson finds Hardaway. And it's Cauley Stein. That time on the assist from Hardaway. Cauley Stein's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Dozier. Back to Barton. Pass to McGee. The kick out to Barton. Passes it to Najee. Dallas has gone 1-3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Cauley Stein. McGee with the block. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. A different look for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Now here's Redick. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. McGee with the block. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Porter's running. There's the 3. Kleber with the rebound. For Dallas, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter. Going just 1 for 5. Now the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Now here's Murray. Outside, Green. To the paint. And the dunk by Ball.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, we can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
A team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. The Mavericks pull it in.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
They get it back.
And you want more of this from Doncic. He's good at reading shot trajectories. Love his aggressiveness.
Murray outside. Dishes it to Porter. Outside for Murray. Here's Jokic. And another miss by Denver. The Mavericks trailing. Finney Smith passes to Porzingis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
More and more polish from Porzingis, easily getting the defense off their feet. The rest is simple.
No good on the second free throw. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right. Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And Doncic gets it to go.
And he's such a polished shooter. You can't give Doncic these kinds of opportunities, or he's going to burn you.
Now about 10 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Murray surveying the D. And it's Murray with the jam.
That is one athletic young player. Murray making those dunks look easy.
Here's Doncic. He has 6. From deep. It went in.
He did not do that.
And it counts.
He did not just do that.
And the first half comes to a close in a
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
And the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Inside, Doncic.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Murray with it. Banked in off the glass. Murray's got it all tied up now for Denver.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Finney Smith passes to Porzingis, and good that time. Porzingis has got 9 points.
Yeah, you want Porzingis, especially with that kind of size, if you're the coaching staff, to go in and dominate on the glass. Do something on the interior. We're seeing that now.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
And it's Doncic missing.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
You dig down deep at some of the numbers.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
For Denver, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And a story about Jamal Murray. He was doing 2-a-days for Team Canada, and the coach wanted him to rest, so he confiscates his sneakers, came back and found him working out barefoot.
Well, they might want to check his web browser because I believe he did a search for lock picks because they put bars on the door to keep him out of the gym, and he still might try to find a way in.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Campazzo, and he makes good on the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
How? That shot is off. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Now McGee. Outside for Millsap. It's good from long range. And it's a 5-point Nugget lead.
Well, defensively, they've been flat in this second half. A very different type of team than we saw in the first.
On the wing, Doncic. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for Dallas. That's a 2 from Powell. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot off.
Now here's Millsap. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. Murray dishes to Green. That shot missing, so the Mavericks will take it the other way. We've got 1:08 left here in the third quarter. It's stolen by Green. For 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Doncic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. There's the feed to Cauley Stein. Misses from close range. The Nuggets leading by 5. Down low, Powell with the steal. Cauley Stein in the post. Millsap covering. Powell kicks to Hardaway. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Murray with it. He's picked up by Doncic, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. A different look for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Cauley Stein. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. The pass to Najee. Wide open shot is on the money.
Mid-range, plenty of room for that release. He's going to take those all day long.
Kleber kicks to Hardaway. And he drops it in from the low post.
That's a hard-nosed play from Hardaway, absorbing contact and not taking no for an answer.
He gets it up. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And we've reached the end of the third. The Nuggets on top. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Nikola Jokic. Michael Porter's out there at Bull. Then there's Murray. And it's Barton in at the 2 spot. Now, here's Bull. Jokic inside. He's against Porzingis. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
That's a pretty smooth release for a 6'10" center on the perimeter.
Here's Porter. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Porter's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nuggets.
Those are the kinds of plays that win games. Really savvy D, and give him credit for looking to go straight up the court with it.
For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Jokic high post. Porzingis comes with the double team. Bull can't hit.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And it's Richardson slamming it down.
I like to see Josh Richardson showing you he can get up and rattle the rim a little bit.
The Nuggets leading by 7, and the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his first foul. And the Nuggets making a change here. Millsap's checked in. About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now. Bull the pass to Porter. Kicks the Bull from deep 3-point range, and another miss by Denver.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Pass to Brunson. Porzingis trying to get free. Can't get the double clutch layup to drop. The Nuggets shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Bull dishes to Millsap. Denver passing it around. Murray the pass to Jokic. Offensive rebound. Poked loose. Brunson with it. Now guarded by Murray. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And the Mavericks making a change here. Doncic is checked in. Porzingis against Jokic. Murray outside. Pass to Millsap. He feeds it to Bull. Passes it to Jokic. Just 5 to shoot. Deflects the pass. Outside for Millsap. One-on-one fast break. Here's Richardson. The pass to Porzingis. Over Bull. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Yeah, Bull with the unique combination of height and skill. That's a challenge for any defender.
Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dallas. And he makes the first but misses the second. Mavericks trail by 8. It's Richardson on the wing. On pass to Porzingis.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Back to Jokic. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Porzingis with fast break chance. Lets the 3 fly. But they'll get another chance. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Millsap's got 7 rebounds in the game. Murray kicks to Millsap. 1:21 left in the 4th quarter. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They've only given up 5 points here in the 4th quarter. And Doncic gets it to go.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Now here's Murray. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's foul number 2 for him. Murray against Doncic. Pulls up on the wing. And right through it goes. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
Yeah, this game is not over when Jamal Murray is still able to...
Oh!
Man, talk about finding change in the couch.
Yeah.
How do you get that?
Here's Murray up on top. Guarded by Doncic. Jokic against Doncic. 5 on the clock. Jokic passes to Bull. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
And it's Doncic missing. Hardaway against Milson. Fires for 3. The shot that time not on target.
A 3 and nothing but a 3 will do here.
Now this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Ivica Zubac. Batuma's out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George, and it's Jackson in at the point. And for the Mavericks, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic.
Oh, look at that! I'm leaving. I'm going.
And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotations.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season. That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Kleba, the pass to Porzingis. The shot off that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. Leonard, the pass to Zubac, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
And he sinks the second. And here is Doncic. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
Doncic against Jackson. Outside Leonard, 6 to shoot. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
He's a bona fide star. Kawhi Leonard with the workman-like approach.
And they double up Doncic. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter.
Yeah, easy call.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good.
Yeah, the versatility and competitive fire of Doncic is impressive. You can just tell this kid loves to play the game.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. George against Richardson. George looking around. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Lob pass to Porzingis. Batum with the steal. Doncic against Jackson. Outside Batum. And it's the Mavericks on the break. From deep. They get it again. Here's Los Angeles now. Trailing by 2. Leonard the pass to George. Takes it out to Leonard. 18 feet out. Good as the jump shot falls.
Off the catch, Leonard with the quick trigger. Nothing but money.
Doncic against Jackson. Doncic with it. Passes to Porzingis. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Back to George. This one for 3. The shot will not fall. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 6 from the field. It's up a 3. No good from Finney-Smith. Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Fires it up. Clippers working now with the new shot clock.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tipping.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
And at a certain point, you just have to look to someone else to score for you.
George with the ball. And it's Richardson picking him up. Leonard draws the double. Ball stolen. Here's Finney-Smith, guarded by Jackson.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Now the pass to Zubac. Leonard on the wing. Clock at 6. The three-pointer, no good. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Dallas on the high post. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. A different look for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. And then for Los Angeles, Patterson, he's checked in for Zubac. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Richardson, good.
You talk about a guy who's added some strength over the years. Look at the hit Josh took, and he was still able to convert.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Powell with the steal. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Here's Rondo. And he converts the layup.
The craftiness of Rondo makes him a tough cover in pick and roll sets. Just when you think he's going to pass, he'll surprise you with the shot.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
Powell is out there with Cauley Stein. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Brunson in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Yep, that one goes. Patterson's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Clippers. Brunson scanning the floor. No good from outside.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Kennard with the ball. Now guarded by Redick. Shot clock at 5. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Patterson finds Rondo. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
I'm not sure if anyone on the team has the green light from there. Definitely not him.
It's the kind of shot that gives hero ball a bad name and causes your coach to consider another line of work.
Cauley Stein's shot is good.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Mann passes to Patterson, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Patterson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here is Morris. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Outside Rondo. He feeds it to Patterson. Pass to Kennard. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Here's Rondo. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Here's Hardaway. Powell in the high post. Over Morris. The shot by Powell, no good.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Right side, Rondo. Pass to Patterson. Powell with the steal. One-on-one here. Redick for 3. Kept alive. Brunson. Powell in the high post. Hardaway from outside. A new 14 for the Mavericks. Powell kicks to Hardaway. From deep. No good on that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. Passes it to Mann. To the middle. Here's Patterson, and it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Patterson's got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Rondo passes to Patterson. Outside for Rondo. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Redick is in the corner. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And here's the break. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Luka Doncic. He's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Trying to get something going, and Doncic throws it down.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
Jackson kicks to Zubac, and the wide open shot from Morris, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Batum with the steal. Morris into the lane. Kennard on the wing. And there's the pass to Zubats. Back to Kennard. Uncovered. Second shot opportunity. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very... Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much danger. 4 points was the most they trailed by. Looking at the second quarter score. And that's going to do it for us here.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Patrick Patterson, he's really playing well.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Batum. Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then it's Ivica Zubats. And it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. Count it. Good. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season. Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Didn't miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Ouch! And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. A 2-point game. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. Clippers on defense. They get the rebound, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
For Dallas, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
George against Richardson. Batum passes to Zubats. Just 5 on the clock. Just his first attempt. They grab their own miss.
Ooh, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
Here's Finney-Smith. And the rejection by Zubats. Here's Leonard. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Leonard's got 6.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Jackson against Doncic.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
Jackson finds Batum. Lets it go with a 3. No good that time.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it. Ugly start to this half. Hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. From 10 feet out, George passes to Zubats. Outside for George. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. George has got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Here's Richardson. Here's Porzingis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
At 7'3", Porzingis is almost impossible to guard, especially when he's focusing on trying to score.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Dwight Powell's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Luka Doncic. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Richardson. Marcus Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. Pass to man. 6 on the shot clock. Outside for Rondo. From deep three-point range. Redick with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far. It's sort of a hired gun. Redick's been a premier floor spacer in this league for a long time.
Listen to these numbers, GA, for his career. He has shot over 40% from 3. One season, he hit 47% from beyond the arc. And I can tell you, that is a tough mark to hit. And over the years, his incredible range has just become more and more valuable.
Patterson, that's good. Patterson's got 8 points.
Patterson is so active and efficient with his movements inside.
51 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Brunson. Pass to Powell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Patrick Patterson. For Dallas, they have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Leonard's checked in. Rondo dishes to Morris. Down low. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
Quick lick from Patterson makes finishing plays off with a dunk look easy.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. To the paint, here's Cauley-Stein. Misses from short range. Clippers leading by 4. Now George. The dish to Patterson. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. He's got 12.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Clippers lead by 6. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for the Mavericks, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Jalen Brunson out there with Richardson. And it's Hardaway in at the 3, the small forward. George against Richardson. And George kicks to Leonard. Puts one up from 19. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Porzingis on the follow.
And what a motor. Porzingis is an all-star talent who is also willing to do the dirty work.
Rondo looking over the floor. Leonard inside. Kleber on him. Patterson can't get it to go. The Mavericks trail it. And here's Richardson. Brunson with a clean look. Drains the three-pointer. Brunson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Rondo. Leonard on the wing. Out to Morris. Fires the three. He can't hit that time. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. Morris against Hardaway. Patterson. And it's Patterson finishing it off. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Rondo against Brunson. Left side, Porzingis. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
The reflexes on Porzingis can surprise you. For a big, he plays with great quickness.
The Clippers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Outside Rondo. Feeds it to Patterson. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 3 assists now in this one. From deep. Brunson, no good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Patterson dishes to Morris. Shot clock at 6. He kicks to Rondo. The feed to Patterson. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
A different look for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. The Clippers also changing it up. Zubac is checked in for Patterson. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Jackson in for Rajon Rondo. We can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Yeah, no quit by either side, guys, and either team willing to give any round.
Outside, George. Pass to Zubac. George against Richardson. George passes to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Nice job. Those passes have to be right on the money around the painted area.
From deep three-point range, Doncic with the bucket. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. From deep. Porzingis. Great positioning on the putback. Now it's a 4-point Maverick lead.
And with that unique combination of size and skill, Porzingis is a dependable late-game scoring option.
Jackson has the open look. It counts. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Here's Porzingis. Richardson gets a wide-open look. No good on the triple.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
They get it back. Outside for Jackson. The pass to Zubac. Outside Leonard. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. 4 on the shot clock. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Yeah, free throws put them in an excellent position to win this thing now. It's all in the hands of the D.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Stolen by Zubac.
I don't like that decision there on the entry pass. Not with the defender right there ready to pick it off.
Takes it out to Leonard. And he hits the shot. But hang on, guys. Hold everything. The officials may review it here. And the last shot is going to be reviewed. Ruled originally a basket. We'll see if it gets. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. So the Clippers win the tip. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the floor for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. George finds Zubac. Right side Jackson. Zubac the pass to George. A three-pointer off the mark. George has gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field. Pass to Kleba. Shoots over Zubac. Kleba, no good.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions. That's going to drive your coach crazy. Protect the basketball. He lost focus for 1 second. There goes the possession.
Jackson kicks to Batum. Inside. Here's Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. 5 to shoot. Back to Zubac. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Porzingis.
I mean, a great look by Kawhi, aware of what the defense is trying to do, understands the spacing.
Mavericks making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in.
Yeah, terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
From deep three-point range, and again, it's the Clippers missing. The Mavericks trail by 3. From deep, Doncic, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the floor since the start of overtime. Hardaway against Leonard. Doesn't go for him. Nice D from Porzingis. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Richardson for 3. Up again. They get the rebound. Outside Hardaway. It's Richardson on the wing. Takes the 3. And the rejection by Jackson. Tries yet again. And now the fast break. George with the ball. You know, he rips it and jams it right over Porzingis. Wow!
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
Come on. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
A rare guy who can do everything at both ends. Paul George gives you a chance to win every night.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. From deep three-point range, unable to get that one.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
Doesn't go that time. And so Los Angeles takes the win. All right, David, great. Our cameras caught the Clippers arriving at their building and coming. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Cole is out there with Paul Millsap. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Porter. And it's Murray in at point guard. And for the Clippers, Batum's out there with Ivica Zubac. And there's Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the 2 spot.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
Now here's Jackson. Here's Zubac. Outside for Jackson. Drills the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Murray. The pass to Porter. Dishes to Bol. Back to Porter. Pass to Jokic. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Leonard with no one around. Off target from outside. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Here's Bol. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Yeah, inside, Bol does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Jackson against Murray. Jackson looking it over. No good on that one. Murray with the defensive effort. Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Jokic with the bucket.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
Outside, George. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Outside for Jackson. 6 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. The shot by Batum, no good. And here we go. Bol, the pass to Jokic. Denver passing it around. Millsap with it, and Batum picks him up defensively. And it's Murray penetrating. Jokic, it's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Now here's Millsap. Murray, the pass to Bowl. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers trail by 5. Batum finds George. That one goes. Count it. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Now here's Rondo. Defense is right there. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. And the shot goes in. Murray's got his second bucket.
And the quick feet of Murray, really doing an extraordinary job getting out in transition.
1:10 left here in the first quarter. Man passes to Patterson. Jokic with the steal. Murray with it. He's picked up by Rondo. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Morris kicks to Patterson. Green against Morris. Here's Patterson. Kennard on the wing. Here's Rondo. Lays it up off the glass.
And Rondo, he's fantastic at staying strong through the contact.
The Nuggets leading by 5. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the first. Green against Morris. And then Gordon with the dunk.
You know that the pass is for Aaron Gordon, but his athleticism takes any defense out of the equation. Doing work, Aaron Gordon.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's man, Patterson. McGee with the block. Denver shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
He hits the second from the line. Good if it goes. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Denver Nuggets holding on to an 8-point lead. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
They've got Rajon Rondo. Kennard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Patrick Patterson, and it's man in at the 2-guard spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Rocket 2, here's Kennard, and it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap with great hands and the anticipation there to block the shot.
And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Barton surveying the floor. Kicks it to McGee. Back to Barton for the 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Barton's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nuggets.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Rondo against Barton. Rondo passes to Patterson. That one no good. And it's Denver the other way. Rondo against Barton. To the inside. Kicks it out to Gordon. From downtown. Offensive rebound. McGee, the pass to Najee. That shot wide open.
I like that decision right there. Don't try to force a shot inside. Kick it out.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. Need continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you. Paul George, he's checked in for the Clippers. Reggie Jackson comes in for Rajon Rondo. The Nuggets leading by 11. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Out to Morris. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And George, here we go. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Now, here is Morris. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Nobody near George. Drills it from outside.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Stolen by Jackson. George with the ball. Now guarded by Porter.
There are nights where it's impossible to stop Paul George. He is such a strong guy who knows how to convert through these plays.
Craig, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Here's Murray following the basket by Marcus Morris. Outside for Millsap. Back to Murray. Porter against George. Clock at 6. Jokic passes to Bull. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Stolen by George. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And Bull pulls it down. The Nuggets leading by 7. Here's Jokic. Morris with the rebound.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
On the wing, Morris. Pass to Jackson. Back to George. The 9-foot shot. And it's in off the backboard. And now just a 5-point Nugget lead.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Murray kicks to Bull. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Bull's got 4 points in the quarter.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
George passes to Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Well, Marcus Morris, such a solid understanding of how to take advantage of the pick and roll situation.
Murray surveying the D. Here's Millsap, count it from 12. And the Nuggets lead by 7. And so it's the Denver Nuggets heading to the bench. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. Denver came ready to play. They were able to stretch out their lead to 8 points on the heels of...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Paul Millsap. Jamal Murray is out there with Porter. Then there's Bull. And it's Jokic in at the center position. Bucket is good.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Murray against George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
See, I don't think you can teach that. Paul George going right into contact. You love that aggressiveness.
And this will be his second and third shots to the line here. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Murray against George. And Murray, here we go. Jokic, it's good on the putback.
And they continue to control the glass.
Clippers trail by 9. Outside Jackson. Over Murray. And it's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Leonard, no luck.
Not a terrific start here in the second half. 4 attempts, nothing to show for it.
Murray dishes to Porter. Jokic kicks to Millsap. Porter passes to Jokic, and he banks in the layup. And now it's an 11-point Nugget lead.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
Jokic with the steal. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Bull with it, working on Zubac. Here's Murray. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
Now, here's Bull. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Denver passing it around. Batum against Jokic.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Jackson. Zubac with it. Now guarded by Murray. Jackson has the open look. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Bull the pass to Jokic. Millsap has the open look. And too long on the shot.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
He gets that one. Leonard's got his first basket.
Paul George will force you to stay balanced defensively because if you have a miscue, he will find the open guy.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. His 3-pointers off the mark. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A different look for the Clippers. Man's checked in. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Reggie Jackson. shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, Rondo just isn't afraid of getting hammered on the inside. Remarkable at getting under the skin of his opponents and forcing the issue.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Zubac, and Marcus Morris subbed in for Nicholas Batum. Now here's Gordon. Martin passes to Gordon. Here's Najee. Lob pass to Gordon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here we go with Morris, running it up the court. The 3 from Leonard, and the 3 ball is good. Leonard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, incredible improvement in Kawhi Leonard's jumper since he came into the league. Give credit to the time spent in San Antonio.
Gordon with it. Leonard picks him up. Passes it to Najee. And here's McGee. Here's Najee. And that one, good. Najee's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Outside Rondo, and Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Clippers shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Outside Rondo. The putback. No good. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Nuggets on top. They lead by. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
So we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Patrick Patterson is out there with Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's man in a shooting guard. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And the Clippers have possession. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 7-point differential. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed in there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Paul George is checked in for the Clippers. Here's Barton. The Clippers getting the bucket. He kicks to McGee. And it's good. 2 points.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Rondo looking over the floor. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Rondo just being creative there on that drive, finding different ways to burn the D whenever he penetrates.
Now here's Barton. And the pass to Dozier. He dishes it to Gordon. Here's Dozier, defended by George. 6 on the shot clock. Got a piece of it. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
A different look for the Clippers. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Patrick Patterson. And it's Batum in for Morris. Now here's Barton. McGee in the corner. Batum brings the double team. The 11-footer. He can't get it to go. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Leonard on the wing. In the corner, George with it. And again, the Clippers turn it over.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for Rajon Rondo for the Nuggets. Murray with it. Leonard picks him up. Outside Millsap. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Leonard attacking. Jackson from long range. Hits it from three-point range.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Murray against George. Millsap dishes to Murray. Outside Millsap. Pass to Jokic. Millsap kicks to Murray. George trying to break free. And there's Murray on the assist by Paul Millsap.
And Millsap is a team player. Someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
Here's George. And he slams it down right on top of Michael Porter.
That's what you expect from your leader. Paul George stays calm and doesn't get overwhelmed by the moment.
Pass to Jokic. Outside Millsap. Jokic with the bucket. Jokic has got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, Jokic seems determined to have a big night. So far, he's been successful.
Leonard finds George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Murray, no good. Clippers trail by 3. And Leonard has it in the corner. Makes it off the glass.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
Jackson against Murray. Bull the pass to Porter. Down low. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Now here's Batum. Passes it to Zubac. Back to Batum. Now here's Zubac. Over Jokic. Good defense by Jokic.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Now, here's Jokic. Murray kicks to Porter. So the Nuggets win it. They seem to relish their... Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. The city of Denver is in full. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. And for the Nuggets, Cole is out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Murray in at point. Jokic with the bucket. All right, Clark, old school lineups tonight. Both sides anchored by great pivot men.
Kevin, I can hear the excitement in your voice, man, and I share that excitement when you see big guys that can go at it in old school fashion. I love seeing that because we don't see it that much these days with all of the three-point shooting. We get to see big guys going to work in the paint. I love it.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. Murray outside. Shoots over Doncic. Doncic knocks it away.
Yeah, the defensive Doncic looking a lot better. I mean, when he works hard at that end of the floor, he can get up and block some shots, too. Not a lot of them, but he can block a few.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
Now here's Murray. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And the confidence oozing from Murray. Just so efficient from the interior.
Here's Doncic. The offensive rebound. Here's Kleba. Pass to Finney-Smith. Shot clock at 6. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Now Murray. Porzingis with the steal. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Good work there as it goes.
Seems that Richardson just has a knack for always being in the right place.
Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks. But you got to remember, Porzingis missed a full season and was coming off an injury and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back.
Doncic against Murray. Back to Doncic. Kleba up top. 5 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Here's the break. And yes, it's good.
Porter Jr. has a unique combination of size and skill, and as a result, able to beat defenders in the catch-and-shoot game.
Here's Doncic, and he gets the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Murray. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Murray. Jokic has got 6 points.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
And that one, good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here is Porter. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Porter's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, you know, on the inside, Porter is a very skilled player. He understands that you've got to be multi-dimensional, a lot of versatility to your game to be effective inside.
Doncic, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
and you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley-Stein, a presence defensively.
Back to Doncic. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the baseline jumper, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Hardaway kicks to Cauley-Stein. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Up top, Barton. Got it off in time. And that one released in time, but no good. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Dallas.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, but they've also protected the paint extremely well. You see that in their block shot totals, but also they've altered a lot of shots.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Murray. JaVale McGee is out there with Green. Then it's Aaron Gordon. Now here's Green. Campazzo. Brunson covering. Here's McGee with 1 on the clock, and it's McGee with the jam.
Boy, for a 7-footer, he's got really good bounce, does JaVale McGee, and doing a nice job working on the glass there.
Now here's Brunson. He's covered closely. Out to Hardaway. The shot's good.
Far from just a perimeter threat now, Tim Hardaway Jr. is also capable of converting inside.
And here is Murray. From 12 feet out, Cauley-Stein grabs the board. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Nelly is checked in for the Mavericks. Burke comes in for J.J. Redick. Here's Brunson, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Brunson the pass to Cauley-Stein. That one good for 2. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
Nice work inside by Cauley-Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Denver Nuggets. It's good. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Brunson. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Martin with it. Pass to McGee. Poked away. Stolen by Brunson. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing. But but they don't want to chance that again.
And Trey Burke gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. A different look for Dallas. Passes to Bull. 1:44 left in the first half. The shot missing. Mavericks leading by 8. A pass to Porzingis. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Boy, what an athlete this Porzingis kid is, man. I tell you, put the rock anywhere near him, and he's going to throw it down.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Murray surveying the D. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
The drive by Doncic. Not going to go that time. Murray with the defensive effort. The Nuggets trail by 8. Here's Porter. And it's denied. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Kleber. A different look for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Maxi Kleber. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Up top, Porter. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
36 seconds left to play in the first half. Doncic dishes to Powell, and it's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
There's Porter with the 3. Porzingis with the rebound. Dallas leading by 6. Out to Doncic. Over Porter. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Ball's knocked loose. Inside. Murray, the pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
At his size, Jokic a threat to throw it down, showing you how dominant he can be inside.
And a close game so far through the first 2.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They were never able to get the lead above 4.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. Here's Murray following the score by Josh Richardson. There's the pass to Bull. Back to Porter. He feeds it to Bull. Tries again. Over Kleber. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And like his father, Manu, Bull's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable. They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Millsap with the steal. Here's Jokic. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The towering presence that is Ball. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 6. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Jokic, no good.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Back to Kleba. That one drops for him. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Outside, Porter. Pass to Jokic. Back to Porter. To the paint. And Jokic slings it in.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
And Doncic, here we go.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot. And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And, boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
Brunson finds Cauley Stein. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Marjanovic checked in for the Mavericks. The Nuggets trail by 4. Barton outside. To the middle. McGee, the pass to Najee. Barton outside. No good that time.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
Yes, that goes in.
You know, he's not just a shooter, guys. Hardaway Jr. is also capable of getting creative and mixing things up, too. I like it.
Now here's Barton. Outside Gordon. There's 39 seconds left in the third. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Barton. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
For Dallas, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Burke hits them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Here's Murray up on top. They kick it out to Green from outside the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 4 assists in the game.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
It's off. The third quarter comes to a close. Mavericks lead by 5. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. The Nuggets trail by 5. They've got JaVale McGee, Aaron Gordon out there with Will Barton. It's Najee in at the power forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Misses off the right iron. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They've led by as much as 10.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Barton, no luck.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, he's known for his finesse game, guys, but Porzingis showing you there. He's got some power to his game, too.
Nuggets have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Barton against Brunson. Barton kicks to Gordon. Down low, McGee. Yes! And the foul. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
A different look for Dallas. Josh Richardson comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Doncic outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one is on Bull.
Doncic, because he's so skilled and so savvy, he does a nice job forcing the defense into tough spots when they're guarding.
Jokic has checked in for Denver. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Denver passing it around. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Jokic.
Jokic has such nice instincts for a big guy. Knows exactly when to shoot off the catch.
Now, here's Doncic. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Murray to the inside, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on J.J. Redick.
You know, it took a little time for Jokic to understand how to draw contact and get himself to the foul line, but he's figured it out now.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for J.J. Redick.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Here's Doncic. Chalk up 2 there. Doncic has got 4 this quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now, here's Porter. Murray outside. Well, Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Bull, that's good.
Showing he can step up when the team needs him. Bull there with a big basket.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Now, here's Doncic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Jokic. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
And another area where they've separated themselves, guys, is at the foul line. I mean, those extra points are starting to add up.
Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Porter. Murray, the pass to Bull. To the paint, trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, Jokic really burst on the scene during the 2016-17 season, guys. He's a shrewd, smart, tough, versatile center who does just about everything well.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just 1 miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
Now here's Gordon. Outside Millsap. Releases. Offensive rebound.
When it's an important possession, Jokic steps up big.
Dallas leading by 3. Doncic outside. Pass to Kleber. pass to Finney Smith. 6 to shoot. Doncic outside. 17-foot shot on the way. And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. Pass to Jokic. Over Richardson. Mavericks with the rebound. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
And he gets it to go.
No fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these big ones.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. All alone. Gordon kicks the ball. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And the touch ball is impressive. You can tell he has a lot of confidence in that shot.
Good!
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
To the right side. Here's Jokic. But they recover it. No good from the wing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a compliment.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.